You guys, today I'm gonna be going over something really simple, but most people fuck this up and they end up losing because they don't have this right. And this is sleep. I mean, I was the type of guy, if you speak to my personal trainer, I was the type of guy who's horrible in this, and I'm still fighting with this. This is my challenge, getting better sleeping, sleeping longer, and then doing all that. So I wanted to talk about that. Why is that important? How can it help you become more productive and become better overall? So let's get right into it. Ask yourself this question: how can you build a huge successful business if you can't stay disciplined to go to sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time? How can you build a business if you can't stay disciplined then? Right? It's a super simple thing to do, but a lot of people fuck up over here. I mean, I did as well, a lot of times. Honestly, let's go over why is that bad, why you should be getting your sleep right, and understand the why, and later we'll get into how and what to do. So essentially, part number one, why do you need sleep? More specifically, I'm not going to be talking about how many hours you need to do, but the overall, why do you need sleep? Number one, this is the time where your body rests, and rests in terms of your brain, rests in terms of physical, all the physical stuff that's happening there, as well as your hormones are being reproduced, and you're ready to get into the next day with more energy, renewed, and kind of like reset. Number one, the most important part of this is your hormones being like renewed, like reset. Your hormone levels and everything being reset. That is a huge part about this, because you can't build a business if your hormones are not right. Like, try to go to a party, get really drunk, and try to work the next day. You're not going to be able to do that. Your hormones are all fucked up. You're sleep deprived. You're feeling bad, and mainly you're feeling bad because, as I said, your hormones are not on point. They're fucked up. With your hormones, a huge real role is being played by testosterone. That's more for your energy, more for your overall, like, how you're gonna be going through the day, like whether you're gonna be energetic or whether you're gonna be slow and steady about it. The more testosterone, I'm sorry. The more testosterone you have, the better. A good example for this is Tony Robbins. He has a huge lot of testimonials. Why am I saying testimonials? Testosterone, and as well as a whole lot growth hormone. This is why he can be so tall, and as well that this is why he has so much energy, right? Then the next thing is serotonin levels. A lot of you guys probably don't know this hormone, but serotonin is a hormone in your brain, and it essentially it determines your happiness. There's serotonin and the other one I forgot about, and they work connectedly. And long story short, serotonin spikes when your social status goes up. You become happier. You can't be irritated as much, and that essentially happens with the spike of serotonin. There's also the other one, which usually spikes when you take losses. You start to feel worse, and it more or less like regulates your mood, right? So your mood is really gonna be depending on your sleep. Your mood, energy levels are really gonna be depending on your sleep. These two things alone, they're really crucial in your business life. Okay, so if you're not getting your sleep right, if you're not like replenishing your hormones, you're essentially taking the L, right? You can't be working for, like, it actually sounds more romantic to be working until 4 a.m. in the morning, waking up like 2 hours afterwards, but it's just not sustainable. You're gonna crash. I've experienced this myself, and actually pretty recently. This Monday, I crashed at 7 p.m. and I slept until 4 a.m. Something like that. I crashed pretty quickly, and that was when I understand. Okay, I need to take a break. I need to take a step back. A good thing to do, actually, when you're having more stress levels, when your life is being more filled with stress and with more work, it's better to sleep more and prioritize your health more. because then you're going to perform better, you're going to be more productive, and you're going to be able to crush through those tasks faster and easier. Then as well, that a huge thing for sleep is circadian rhythm, right? So circadian rhythm, it's more or less like, if everything is predictable, you're gonna perform better as well. You're like, because then your body is gonna know, okay, at this time he eats, at this time he goes to sleep, at this time I can replenish the hormones, at this time I can do that, at this time I can do that. It's really easier for your body to understand what to do, when to do it. It knows that at this time this is gonna be happening, at that time you're sleeping, at that time you're waking up. It's just really, really good. If you have a structured set day, that is truly important for your success. Right, that is truly important for your success, especially your circadian rhythm. You do not want to be messing that up. Essentially, what happens if you mess that up, your hormones get all fucked up. You know what happens when your hormones get all fucked up. You can't work, you can't do anything for shit, right? So you really want to be getting your circadian rhythm right. How can you do that? The easiest way for this is to go to sleep and wake up at the same time. Going to sleep at the same time isn't as important as waking up at the same time. Waking up at the same time is more important than going to sleep at the same time, right? So it doesn't matter like at what time you go to sleep, you want to be waking up at the same time. Every single day. Every single day. So chaos versus order. Your life, your work might be chaos, but your routine, your sleep schedule, it should be set. It should be organized, right? Your life, it must have the balance between these two. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, a lot of times it's just chaos. But you still want to have a set structure in place so your body understands what's happening. Your natural resources, your energy, all of that gets restored. And like what's gonna help you out most is having like set, like having a circadian rhythm that doesn't fucked up, and all of that all of that set in a place. So yeah, that's essentially what I wanted to talk about today. So action steps for you guys. Number one, understand the times you're going to be going to sleep and when you're going to be waking up. There should be 7 to 8 hours in between that. Me myself, I'm not a role model of this. I usually sleep for like 6.5 hours. That's not good, however. You want to be aiming for 7 to 8 hours a day, right? Then you're going to be fully replenishing. You're going to be able to crush the day better. And then I usually recommend waking up earlier, going to the gym first thing in the morning. It's not because of some cliche shit or like waking up at 5 a.m. I don't recommend like waking up at 5 a.m. I think it's unsustainable over the long term, because like to get 8 hours of sleep, how fast would you have to go to sleep, right? So I'm not really too keen on that. So yeah, I recommend like waking up at 6:30. That's what I do usually. Then first thing I go to the gym. After the gym, I get home. I don't eat breakfast. I'm fasting. I get straight into the work, right? Why you want to be going to the gym before that is because, if you go to the gym before that, you already are in the mood, right? So it kind of feels hard to just wake up, get out of your bed, and get your laptop into work. It kind of feels unnatural. Like there's something in between that needs to get you going, and it's also much more beneficial for your body, blood pressure and everything to do the workout first thing in the morning. And you're going to be woken up, you're going to be energized, and overall it's much more beneficial for your body to do the workout first thing in the morning. You get moving, you're going to be more productive like that. Also, if you don't do the workout first thing in the morning, then it's the thought of doing the workout is going to be with you throughout your day, right? And during lunch, you're going to be thinking, oh, God damn, I have so much work to do. Then I have the workout, I have this, I have that, I have that, I have that. And you end up not going to the gym and not doing the workout. So it's much more beneficial if you go and do the workout first thing in the morning. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah, action step for you. Determine the time you go to sleep, determine the time you wake up. Set a routine in place. Go to the gym first thing in the morning if you go to the gym, and if you don't, start going to the gym. Huge helper for you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this. Peace.